This is Jason Faulkner, aka Shop Weasel. This is my longer video of my developments, what I'm about, what I'm wanting to do, how I have to adapt to the reality of our society, which I developed some great consumer goods that are very environmentally significant. We should know that by now. This is my car, the GT of Green. That's my moniker too. And, I've developed what I developed. I've made a zillion videos of it, so you should have some gravitas of what I'm about, who I am, what I'm about. If not, I developed shopping bag holders and a live bait trap and more stuff, lots of stuff. And I've tinkered my whole life. I've philosophized. I've invested in myself long ago. Through lots of hardship, I've kept it an open mind that I need to be competitive and better in a very affirmative action oriented world. A robot world, whatever. You call it whatever you want. But it is a dronery type setting. We are here and we do what we do. I do what I'm doing. My goal is success, to become wealthy, which I'm well underway of doing that for myself. And becoming pretty renowned for my ability to make some significant developments, which I've already succeeded at. But getting beyond the breach of success to have wealth come to me, that's the last piece of the puzzle that I'm working on. And I stay busy at it. And I take donations. That's what the jars are for. But I wooed big business the way I'm going to do things, and it's just at an impasse. So I live near the big tourist area, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, which I frequent often as I can, in a friendly manner. You know how I know I'm allowed to, and I'm just exploring the potential of that. And I was going to start touring through routinely in my semi-good-looking car that runs like new. But more so getting those donations and charity going from my effort is the importantest thing that I can capitalize on right now. And driving randomly through somewhere is just too unknown. Too many things could happen. And driving an e-bike through there, all those pillars of their community over there, the leaders that have the say, they're like, yeah, the guy wants to drive an e-bike down the road, and they're not going to allow that. I knew it. I figured it out. It's too dangerous. They don't want to see people get ran over, I'm sure. So what I'm looking for is somewhere with a high traffic area that I can simply park the back of my car facing the crowd with my shopping bag holders and the UFO shiner probe and even the snow shovel head, maybe. I doubt it. That ain't that important as the shopping bag holders and the UFO shiner probe. And ask for donations. And I'm willing to share the daily take with whoever's allowing me to sit at their place and become a tourist draw, obviously. But get enough money raised for me to be a serious contender. And if anything, independently bring my developments out by myself. That's cool with me. Or whatever happens, But there's my main focus of this video. And my car's not perfect. They're going to look at that. Anyone with a tourist place there, they're going to be like, well, your car looks all right except here. And it's just a matter of a front fender and a door. But believe you me, I am fast to action as I get money coming in. Obviously, getting the car looking where it's supposed to be used for something like I'm trying to. It's got to be brought up to snuff, obviously. It doesn't leak oil at all. It doesn't overheat at all. And it's super reliable. perfectly. It only has 98,000 miles. If I had money to do a lot, this car would already look perfect. But that's what I want to do. I'm a door shy and a front fender shy of an acceptable car to do what I want to do. And even then, it's not perfect, but nothing is. My products are perfect that I developed. That's the important thing to remember here. They built this car sort of flimsy skinned anyway. I mean, let's face it, when you can push on the outside of the car and get it to flex, they didn't invest in this car, the makers of it. Pontiac didn't invest in this car for an old 50s tank. They wanted a modern, streamlined wow car, and that's what it is. But that's what I got to use. And as you can see, I'm using it, and now you know my intent, what I'm looking for. And I've tried this at the end of my road, which is a high traffic area, but it ain't tourist. It's people on their way to work or to mill about in our local community. And it's a different animal at the end of my road than it is sitting in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg somewhere, with a pretty smile on my face and my products and a friendly nature, bringing awareness to my effort. That's what I want to do. What I am doing is I've accumulated a lot of new stuff to cycle through. And I've been busy doing that, making my place look right, which I spent weeks last month not having enough to do anything with. So it got a little overgrown for a week or two here. But I've got most of it knocked back. This morning I'm going to go finish mowing out my front. Yesterday I did here and up here. And I've got it looking great. I've got a lot of new stuff that's cheaply priced that I have to move because I'm low on money. This is another stalled effort, my glassware. Make an offer, I'll give you, practically give it away just to move it on. That's not my thing. That was just a short-term adventure and a learning curve as to what the deal is with this stuff. But here's the stuff that counts. You know, I've got a like new mower. I just dropped the price on over and over until I get people. You know, I've learned to change the price so they come and buy it. Like new Murray mower runs great. $100. I got the Hyper Tough split shaft weed eater I'm about to take down there and use because I intended to use the self-propelled mower, but I lost the carburetor bolt and I can't find it, which is irrelevant because it wouldn't have did me any good whatsoever either way because the self-propelled drive cable had rusted shut and I broke it trying to free it up. And that's just the way you got to do it when you get stuff like this that is new. It ain't been used, but just sat for so many years. That's what happens. And I'm sure the other cable is just as bad. And it looked a little worse than the other one. And the other one's already broke. But I've already rebuilt the carburetor. And I'm looking for a parts mower like this with good working cables and complete. So I have a parts machine for this one because it is self-propelled. Living on a hill, I need that. That'll allow me to cut my stuff better than wearing myself out pushing a mower. But I'll take 75. I'll take 65 for the weed eater. It runs like new. I got this like new running blower for 75, 65. Why not 65? Ryobi radial arm saw that works great like new. for $50. I got the, a Delta tabletop bandsaw for $75. It works like new, it looks new. But finding someone, and this will be running like new today too. I'm going to go up and do my laundry. While I'm out, I need to get gas line and a primer bulb for this, maybe a diaphragm for the carburetor. But that'll be running like new today too. I've already got it tore down. As you can see, it is like new. It just ain't been used. I'll take 65 for it too. But more importantly is to find that establishment over there in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, that I can drive to park. As I get money in, I'm going to get a nice pop-up, modern pop-up, new pavilion to put over my car that I can easily put up and down within minutes and sit under out of the sun. And interact with the crowd as they come up. That's my goal, to fill my jars that are for putting money in, obviously. But I'll have the UFO Shiner probe sitting there too, and they can happily throw change in there, money, paper money, and my shopping bag holders. They can just drop it in them, whatever. And I'll have the dust pans out too, demonstrating how we use billions of plastic shopping bags a year. And I've developed the stuff to repurpose those. And not only that, but other stuff like the UFO Shiner probe, which is environmentally friendly and does away with the need for a cast net, which 90% of the people out there can't use a cast net. I never could. When I was young, I would throw them, but I never caught anything with them. If anything, it'd just scare everything away. And yeah, you see the hot fishing guys everywhere, from the Keys to the tropics to wherever, throwing cast nets, and believe you me, that's all heavily edited. And they can throw 5 gallons of bait out and amass a large enough school of anything, I guess, to throw a cast net and get some. But who can really afford that? That's all gaffatry. I bought over 10 cast nets in my life, lost 2 of them. Ain't no telling what kind of karma that bought me. But, once you get them snagged, unless you're willing to jump in and go diving, they're lost. The UFO Shiner probe is a better choice for catching bait, or if you're a collector of fish, to catch specimens and release them, even if you're just studying the environment. The UFO Shiner probe is fabulous, fast-acting, repeatable, and easy to use. Even Grandpa can use it and effectively catch bait while he sits there and fishes. I developed that. That's my best development so far, aside from the shopping bag holders. I spent years fighting plastic shopping bags, and they misbehave. They are very, very needed in society, and they work great with the right tools. When you go to Walmart, you see they're sitting on the right tools, a dispenser. When you get them home, you no longer have that tool available. It's just a limp, troublesome object. I've developed a portable shopping bag holder that is awesome. Several of them, a heavy-duty version and a regular version, and further elaborations that takes it way out there, such as the dustpan attachments. You no longer have to pollute your whole area trying to transfer your dustpan from itself to a garbage receptacle when you can sweep it right into the bag. And Shop Weasel has accomplished that. I will consider any donations to fulfill the money I need to compete in a very greedy world, an affirmative action world. It is what it is. Everyone that benefited from it backs it, so you can't go against the stream. I guess the best you could do is find your success and work with it, which is what I am doing. And that's it, you know. I had hoped to find a large business interest that would invest in me or buy it outright from me, but there's a lot of misinformation in our society. Things like, you have a right to a lawyer. Let me tell you something, folks. After they infiltrated all the people and turned everyone into drones, the illusion of lawyers is a myth. They keep a token amount of people dressed in three-piece suits and going to these places of justice, but it's just a show like anywhere else. Believe you me, it's an exclusive private club where its members have to perform, but they're not about your rights or even operating within a system, because that system is so radically, totally corrupt and ever changing like a kaleidoscope that suits the people above it. And we're living in it, and it really doesn't matter to me because I have no need for all that. I done found my success, and it's engineering and development and sciences and even hustling, fixing stuff, mechanics, living life and trying to live better for myself. And all this other stuff above me that I have no control over, I could care less about. You guys have your elections and your charities and your businesses and all this and that. And it is what it is. Part of the fauna. I have my own little slice of fauna here to worry about. It's a beautiful one. And can be better for me. And for you through my developments. And my efforts, you know. I've found some nice stuff. I'm selling it cheap. You're going to benefit. I'm going to benefit. The world goes on with the current of life. And that's my video, you know. If you have a place in Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge, I'd rather sit day in and out and wind up with a nice new pop-up canopy that a single guy can pop up easily, park under, sit in a chair and wave at people until I can further what should happen with it, which is become wealthy and go live my life. And that's about what I've got going on, folks. But I will take donations. If you have equipment, and I'm not talking about just lawn equipment. If you've got a dozer, an excavator, a stump grinder, a skid steer, boats, canoes, ladders, yard tools, riding mowers, vehicles, airplanes, doesn't matter to me as long as it's worth something and I find it neat. And it don't take much to have me say something is neat. Shop vacuums, street sweepers. Oh, I don't know. Little 4x4 tractors, drones, remote control cars, boats, anything. Either a single item or a truckload of it. A tractor trailer load, it doesn't matter. I would be interested in it because I'm going to use it to generate money and more interest to my efforts. I'm Jason Faulkner, aka Shop Weasel from beautiful East Tennessee. I got to go do my laundry because I don't even own a washing machine. And, you know, I envision my estate here, and that's what I will build when I find success. And you can help me and yourself in the world through my fine developments. And again, if you have a place in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, I'm willing to share a percentage of my daily intake to make it worth your while. But my presence there will be a great draw also. So you're benefiting from more ways than one. Plus, obviously, I am a professional. I act professionally. And that's what you're getting, if you would have me there. If not, I'll do it just about anywhere I can that is meaningful. Hope y'all enjoy this video. I got lots of work to do. So have a good one. See y'all on the next video. Thank you.